Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Iceman and Bob. I'm not going to bore you with all the technical specs of each of these respective earbuds and AirPods. You all know this. I will post this very quickly to show you all the specs for each. But nonetheless, this is straight to the point. We're going to go ahead and do a mic audio quality test, and we're going to see what things sound like. So let's get right into it. We're going to get straight to it. This is the mic quality test between the iPhone 13 Pro Max. I will include my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 phone. You now have a mic quality test on the actual Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 phone itself. I am not using any earbuds or AirPods, as you can clearly see. This is what the voice mic quality will sound like if you were to use the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 phone itself to record any audio. For the record, this is a test of what the mic quality sounds like on a professional condenser studio mic. I wanted to include this as a reference so that you all can hear what it sounds like speaking on a professional microphone versus the actual phone itself, as well as the AirPods or earbuds. And then we will also do a comparison between the AirPod Pros first generation, AirPod Pros second generation, and we will include the Samsung Galaxy Bud Pros first generation. So right now, the audio that you are hearing is on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This is indoors. There is no noise in the background. So this is what you can expect in a pristine quality or sound environment. Generally, this is how most people talk when they're at home or perhaps at work if you work in a quiet office. But this is the audio quality that you can expect. So now I'm going to actually go ahead and switch to the AirPod Pros. Again, this is the first generation. All right, so right now you are listening to the indoor audio quality of the AirPod Pro first generation. Again, there is no noise in the background. This is what you can expect to hear. This is what you will call a perfect environment, a normal environment, and this is what the mic quality sounds like. So now we're going to switch over to the AirPod Pro second generation. All right. So now I am talking on the AirPod Pro 2 second generation. This is what the mic quality will sound like indoors. Again, a perfect environment, a normal environment. This is what it sounds like if you were talking at home or in the office. If you have a quiet office environment, this is what you can expect from the mic quality. We're going to switch over to the Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro first generation and see what their mic quality sounds like. You are now listening to the mic quality on the Samsung Galaxy Bud Pro first generation earbuds. This is what the mic would sound like indoors in a pristine environment. Again, there is no background noise, and perhaps this is what it would sound like in your work environment if you have a quiet office environment, as well as at home. I hope you've enjoyed this indoor mic test. We're going to simulate what it would sound like if you had some light background noise. This is going to be first with the iPhone 13 Pro Max phone itself. So I'm going to add the background noise. And again, this would be, say, if you have a few guests over, perhaps you have a TV on or radio or something like that, just some light background noise. And then we will also do this test with loud background noise. Let's say you're in a crowd somewhere just it's very loud, it's hard to hear, et cetera, et cetera. And we'll see how the mics do, okay? And we'll do this for each respective device. So we're starting out with the phone itself. Again, this is the iPhone 13 Pro Max phone itself. I'm gonna add the light background noise and let's see what we sound like. Okay, so this is what my voice would sound like on the phone itself. Light background noise. Again, as I mentioned, perhaps you have a few people over, family, friends, they're talking in the background. Maybe the TV's on, the radio's on, as I mentioned earlier. This is what the mic quality will sound like. Now I'm going to turn that background noise up very loud and we will see if you can still hear me. Okay, so hopefully you can still hear me. That crowd noise simulation is very loud. As far as what I'm hearing, it would be pretty hard to hear me, pretty hard to hear anything else going on. Hopefully you can hear my voice, but this is what the mic quality sounds like on the actual iPhone 13 Pro Max mic phone itself, okay? We're going to simulate what it would sound like on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 phone itself with some light background noise. Again, this test is indoors, and I want you all to get an idea on what the mic quality sounds like. Perhaps you have a TV on in the background or you have guests in your environment. So let's move on with this test. Okay, so this is what the mic quality sounds like, again, on the phone itself. This is with a crowd noise in the background. It is fairly light. It's not too loud, but it's audible enough. You all should be able to hear it, and you all should still be able to hear my voice. Now, I'm going to turn the volume up, and we're going to do the same test with the crowd background noise loud. Okay, so now we're doing a mic test, this time with a lot of background noise. And this is what it would sound like if you were to try to speak on the actual Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 phone itself with a lot of background crowd noise. Hopefully you can hear my voice, but this is what it would sound like if you can. All right. So the current mic that you're hearing is the AirPod Pro first generation earbuds or AirPods, whichever one you want to call them. So let's add the background noise. Okay. So right now I'm speaking. I can actually hear the noise cancellation. It did kick in. So you should just solely be hearing my voice. This is what it sounds like with light background noise. Now I'm going to turn the noise up pretty loud. Let's see if you can still hear me. Okay, so now this is what it would sound like if you were in a crowd with a lot of background noise. Hopefully you can hear my voice. This is what the mic would sound like, again, on the first generation AirPod Pros with a ton of background noise. Perhaps you're at a concert, you're in a crowd, or some other similar environment. Okay, so now we're going to switch over to the AirPod Pro 2s. Okay, so now the audio that you're hearing is the AirPod Pro 2 second generation. I'm going to add the light background noise. Let's see what we get. So right now there is background noise simulating what it would be like if you had a few family members, friends, the TV on, radio, what have you. This is what the mic sounds like. Now I'm going to turn the volume of the background noise up very loud to simulate a concert or some crazy loud environment. Now, what's amazing to me is I didn't hear the Pro 2 AirPods pick up any of the background noise. It is extremely loud here. This would simulate a concert again, a crazy loud environment. And from what I can hear, I don't hear any of the background noise. You tell me what you hear, but this is what the mic sounds like on the AirPod Pro 2 second generation. Now we're going to switch over to the Galaxy Bud Pro first generation and do the same test. We are now listening to the audio on the Samsung Galaxy Bud Pro first generation earbuds. I'm going to go ahead and get the background noise to simulate once again what it would sound like to have family, friends, the TV, or radio on in the background. So right now I have that background noise on. You probably heard it for a few seconds, but this is what the mic would sound like with low background noise. Hopefully you can hear me pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the background noise to simulate a concert or loud environment that you might perhaps find yourself in. For some of you, it could be a subway, the bus, a game, anywhere. So let's go ahead and do that. So right now, I'm talking to you with the loud background noise. I'm not sure if you can hear this or not, but this is what the mic quality sounds like on the Samsung Galaxy Bud Pro. Please keep in mind, I am using the Samsung Galaxy Bud Pro directly with the iPhone. You could perhaps have better audio quality if you were to connect it directly to a Samsung device, which I have right here, which is my Galaxy Z Fold 3. But again, I'm recording the audio to be fair directly. We are now listening to the mic quality on the actual iPhone 13 Pro Max phone itself. I am currently outdoors, as you all can see. There is a very busy road behind me. There is an interstate behind me. I don't know if you can see the cars going by on the interstate as well as the road. It is very loud, very noisy. Hopefully you all can hear me, but this is what the microphone quality on the actual iPhone 13 Pro Max phone itself sounds like. This is the mic quality on the actual Samsung Z Fold 3 phone itself. I'm actually outdoors. It is pretty loud. I have an interstate behind me, lots of cars going by, and I don't know if you all can see this, but this is what the microphone quality sounds like talking on the phone itself. If you were outside and say you had to answer a call or just use the mic for any particular reason. Right now, you are listening to the mic quality on the AirPod Pro first generation AirPods. This is once again outdoors. As you can see, there is a busy road behind me. There is an interstate behind me. Hopefully you can see all of this on camera. And so it is a very loud environment. Hopefully you all can hear what I sound like. This will be the mic quality test once again on the AirPod Pro first generation. Right now, you are listening to the mic quality on the AirPod Pro 2 second generation AirPods. Hopefully, you can hear me. Once again, I have a busy road behind me. As you can see, the traffic coming and going. There is an interstate behind me, and hopefully, you can hear my voice pretty well. I'm hoping that my voice quality is an improvement over both the actual iPhone 13 Pro Max phone itself, as well as the first generation AirPod Pros. We are currently listening to the mic quality in the Samsung Galaxy Bud Pro first generation earbuds.
Hopefully, you can hear me pretty well. Once again, I am outdoors. There is a busy road behind me with traffic coming and going. There is an interstate behind me, and it's pretty noisy out here. So, if you can hear me and if you can hear me clearly, then these buds are doing their job. So once again, this will essentially conclude this outdoor mic test.
In this test, we're going to try to simulate what it would sound like to talk on each of these respective devices with wind noise. So right now, I am talking on the iPhone 13 Pro Max phone itself. I'm going to add some wind noise. We're going to turn on the AC here on full blast, and I also have a fan here. Okay, we're going to try to simulate wind noise as best as possible. Okay, so we'll get the air going. That's the air noise, and then let's get this. So right now I have the air on and the fan going, blowing directly into the mic on the iPhone 13 Pro Max phone itself. Hopefully you all can hear me, but this is what the audio quality would be in a very windy environment on the actual iPhone 13 Pro Max phone itself. Right now, you're listening to the mic audio quality on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 phone itself. We're going to go ahead and do the windy environment simulation test, and we will see what I sound like. So right now, hopefully you hear me. I literally have the fan, as you can see here, blowing directly onto the phone, into the mic areas. There is more than one mic location on this phone, but nonetheless, I have the fan blowing directly onto the mic areas. So hopefully you hear me. Hopefully I'm coming out clear, but nonetheless, regardless of how I sound, this is what the mic would sound like if you were to talk directly on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 in a windy, noisy environment. All right, so the current audio that you hear is on the AirPod Pro first generation AirPods. I'm going to get the wind simulation going and we'll see what I sound like. All right, so hopefully you can hear me. Again, I am talking on the AirPod Pro first generation AirPods. I have wind noise. As you can see, I'm holding a fan up to my face, and I have the AC in the car on full blast. So hopefully you can hear me. We'll see what the audio quality sounds like. I'll let you be the judge, and I'm going to end this test here. You are now currently listening to the audio on the AirPod Pro 2 second generation. So now I'm going to get the wind simulation going and we will see what I sound like. So as you can see, I have a fan blowing directly onto the AirPod Pro 2. This is as best as I can get to simulate a very windy noise environment. So hopefully you can hear me. Once again, these are the AirPod Pro 2s. This is as worst as you can get. I literally have a fan blowing directly on my face, directly into the AirPod Pro 2s with the AC blowing. You will see if I pull the fan back, my audio quality does get better.
but nonetheless, this is what it sounds like on the AirPod Pro 2 AirPods with a windy noise environment.
We are currently listening to the audio on the Samsung Galaxy Bud Pro first generation earbuds. Once again, I'm going to simulate a very windy noise environment, and we will see what I sound like. So hopefully you can hear me. I literally have the fan once again blowing directly on my face, directly onto the earbuds. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully I sound clear. We will find out, or should I say you're finding out right now, but I will find out later, and we will see what the quality is like. Once again, these are the Samsung Galaxy Bud Pro first generation earbuds in a windy noise environment. All in all three of these AirPods or earbuds are very excellent. They're going to give you that top-notch quality that you can expect, at least as best as you can get out of, again, a set of AirPods or earbuds. I recommend all three of them. However, if I had to specify the best one out of the bunch, I'm going to say it's going to be the Apple AirPod Pro 2 second generation AirPods. Now, Samsung does have a second generation Galaxy Bud Pros that are out, and those, in my opinion, go neck and neck and they trade blows. The actual first generation is very close to what I would say the AirPod Pro second generation is as well. Again, as far as call quality, you're going to sound good with all of them. However, in some of those extreme conditions, as you all have heard, and from my personal opinion, after testing all of these devices out for a very long time, shy of, say, the AirPod Pro 2 second generation, since they just came out as of the time of this video, I recommend all of them if any of them are within your budget. You can't go wrong. But again, if I had to choose the top spot, it's going to go to the Apple AirPod Pro 2 second generation, and then followed by the Galaxy Bud Pro. Again, they have a second generation out as well. So you take your pick, but that's for Samsung users. You can use either of these AirPods or earbuds for either platform. So whether you're on Apple or Android or Apple, you can use them. However, you lose out on some of the functionality. So if you're an iPhone user, I'm going to say Apple AirPod Pro 2 second generation. If you are a Samsung user, I'm going to recommend the Galaxy Bud Pro, either first or second generation. As far as the noise cancellation on your end, it's going to be amazing on all of these devices. Again, I rank them in that same order: AirPod Pro first, then Galaxy Bud Pro second, and then the Apple AirPod Pro first generation third. However, it's excellent in all of them. As far as listening to music and watching movies and content, it's close. The Samsung gives you a little bit more bass, but overall, I'm going to give the edge to the Apple AirPod Pro 2 second generation. It's just a more balanced sound. Like, yes, the bass is stronger, and I'm definitely a bass head, but I do like balanced music. I am an audio engineer, amongst other titles that I wear and hats that I like to say that I wear, that you all have been familiar with. But nonetheless, the Apple AirPod Pro 2s are going to give you that best balanced sound, the best highs, the best mids, the best lows, the best vocal clarity. And then I will give a second place to the Galaxy Bud Pros in terms of that feeling and that immersion, close to what you could get, say, over the ear closed headphones. And then the Apple AirPod Pro first generation will be in third. I've always felt that it lacked that oomph, that bass, though the vocal quality is clear. So if you listen to a lot of podcasts, you will be great there. That's essentially what I'm going to say. I didn't want to make this terribly too long. Again, other reviewers have already broken down so much more technical aspects. If you would like for me to break down technical aspects in a further video or a future video, please let me know in the comment section. I will do so. But as of right now, this has been your mic test. This is my assessment. I recommend all three of these. I will say all four if you add the Galaxy Bud Pro 2 second generation into the mix. But nonetheless, again, if you're an Apple user and just overall first place, period, regardless of your phone platform, it's going to go to the AirPod Pro 2 second generation. And then second place will go to the Samsung Galaxy Pro first generation. Now, when I test the second generation, who knows, Samsung might take that crown. But I recommend either one of those for your respective platforms. If you haven't subscribed, I kindly ask that you do so. Please hit the notification bell, get the likes up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will have more content coming for you soon. As I always say, until we stream again.